Hey guys, welcome back to CWF Toys, and today we are going over the Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers NECA Ultimate Action Figure. This is obviously the 7-inch scale, and this is the 6th Halloween film of the franchise, which is obviously The Curse of Michael Myers. Obviously on the box we got the cool art there with the knife, Michael's barely lit mask in the dark, Ultimate Action Figure, The Curse of Michael Myers, Terror Never Rest in Peace. And also, we've got, look at the side of the box here, got NECA on the side, The Curse of Michael Myers, cool little promo art. On the back, we've got some really cool toy photography there. Different accessories we got here, so pretty cool there. Same thing on this side, and at the bottom is all the development and essentially copyright and all that. So there you go. And Miramax. So we've got to look at everything so far there. And let's see what comes on the back here. You can see there. Includes interchangeable heads and hands, knives, surgical blade, crowbar, axe, candles, bag of ruins, solid sign with Myers cutout, removed mask, syringe bundle, and pumpkin. Pretty cool setup there. And guys, without further ado, we are going to hop into this figure. First, give a little glance at what it looks like inside the box. There's some toy photography, and there's a look inside the box. So, you guys got that little first look there. Now we're going to unbox him, and I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, and we are back. And here we have, obviously, the first look at the figure. We've got Michael Myers here. And here's him just standing in front, in the distance in this diorama, which it does look really cool. But let me shine extra light on him so you guys can really see. In the dark, he looks extra creepy and extra cool. But when you shine some light, you can see those eyeballs just a little bit. But, yeah, overall, first look at the figure, he looks really good. Really good. If you're looking for just a normal, really good Michael Myers figure, I highly recommend this one. There's some other good ones out there, but this one's really good. So, just a heads up, guys. But, yeah, overall, first look at the figure, pretty good. Alright, let's go over the articulation. So, make sure it goes extremely well right here. Shine this light a little bit further. Okay, so it can look down about that much, and he can look back. Oh, see, that's when his head pops off. And his head is really stubborn and sometimes does not want to go back on there. Anyways, okay, so he can look back about that much. Or up, whatever. That's about as far as you're going to get. Obviously, you can look down, side to side, and you can make him look all the way back if you really want to, but the head starts to obviously come off once again. So you kind of want to try not to push it too much. But yeah, there we go. I'd probably preferably have him looking to the side like that, or kind of like that, because in the movies he does look like that a lot. Side point of view is a lot better. So there's the head articulation. And next, let's go over the ab crunch. So the ab crunch is, there really is no ab crunch, guys. You might be able to get a little bit of a, I mean, really no ab crunch, just being honest with you. I mean, just a flat piece of plastic mostly. You might be able to get a little bit of a turn, but not much of one. But, yeah, so going to the arms, I mean, his arms can come up pretty wide, see there, and obviously they can go back down, and go up, very creaky. All the way around, obviously, as you can see there. Same thing with this one, very creaky all the way around. And we've got, obviously, we've got the double jointed elbows. Look at that. Like, so he can bend once, and then he can bend twice. Really fascinating there. So you can have him like kind of like bend out, like it said so, or come up backwards, whatever you like. Probably have Michael doing push-ups possibly, if you really wanted to. But same thing on this side. Come up or around. Pretty cool. And next, let's get into the leg articulation. First, we're going to go over the toe articulation, or the boot swivel. By the way, really good sculpt on the jumpsuit, and also the hands. The hands make him look really old, which he is in this, which is really cool and awesome. cannot wait to see the H4 and 5 Myers, and hopefully they do a Rob Zombie one as well. Resurrection, H2O, all of them. NECA, if you're watching this, please make them all. And if you revisit Friday the 13th, which you recently did with the Pamela, please give us part 8, 9, and Jason X. Those would be awesome to receive in toy form. So, yeah, we got a little bit of articulation there, going down to the boots. Really good sculpt. That's about as far as you're going to get. Obviously, do a little bit to the side. Very creaky. Same thing there. Still really good articulation, though. Now let's check out the leg articulation. He can kick up. You can make him go up about that much. Same thing on that side. He can go up a little bit. Also, I'll go back just a little bit too. See, you can go back about that much if you wanted him to be like knocked back. You could definitely do that. But as far as the splits on this guy, you can definitely do the splits up on this one. But as far as the overall knee articulation, that's about as good as you're going to get. At least you can go to the side if you really wanted to, but most people probably won't articulate them that way. But you can still articulate the knees pretty well. So you want to have Michael fall to his knees. There you go. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so putting Michael back here in this setting. First I want to go, okay, so now we're going over accessories. So overall figure, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. On the overall look and articulation, I think that's what I'm going to go with, because it looks like Halloween 6. I think it could have looked a little creepier, just a tad bit, just on the mask. The mask could have been tweaked just a little bit. But for the most part, this is Halloween 6. I mean, when you look at it, it's all the way from the gray coveralls to how the mask looks to how the hair is, how aged his hands are. I mean, everything about it. It's great. But going over the accessories, the first accessory I want to go over is this thing. So we got the Strode sold sign, and it's really cool. Very cheap material though. I wouldn't say cheap, but like, guys, be careful with this. You might break it if like you're not careful. Like that could easily break. But it's a cool accessory. It's supposed to go out in front of the Myers house essentially. So, and then there's some really cool detail right there of some grass. It's got some texture right there. You're kind of supposed to apply it right there. And then the next accessory, which is really cool, it's got a clip on it on the back, is the He's Coming sign from obviously the movie, where it's put because this was the Myers house. And it's also a thin piece of plastic, which is a really cool knife accessory there, and how they did the mask, and it's kind of like a cardboard cutout essentially in the movie. But see, it's got a little clip on it, and you put it on there like said. So, let's see, make sure here. You put it on there like that, and then you got Myers behind it, and it looks really cool. So there's that. First of all, out of the way. Got those accessories out of the way. I'll put those in the back over in the corner. Next, we have the pumpkin. And if you look closely, you'll see the candle inside the pumpkin. I know you guys, you cannot take it out, but this is one of the coolest pumpkin accessories I think we've ever gotten. So if you want one of the coolest pumpkins from the Michael Myers figure, I'd say get this figure. He was only $35.99 or something like that. I got him for like right at $38 with the tax and all from Walmart. So highly recommend this guy. Do not buy him online if you can help it. If you can find him in the wild, do that, because like online he's going for like $70, $60. It's like cheapest I think it was like 50, and that's just like ugh. I'd rather pay the 30. Like they're supposed to be charged, you know. You're supposed to only pay $30 for them, not anymore, but it's how the world works sometimes. But I paid 30 plus tax, 35 plus tax, which is like 38. So just saying. Anyways, so there's the cool pumpkin. Put him back in there. The candle's a really cool detail. Next, we got the Bag of Ruins. I didn't know what this was at first. I had to read the box, but this is like a ritual item, which is really cool because it's obviously the curse of Michael Myers, the curse of Thorn, the Thorn cult, the curse of Thorn. So, yeah. Anyways, really cool accessory. Put that back there. Put it right there if you were wondering. And next, we've got some actual candles because they're meant for ritualistic, like. I mean, this movie is about a cult, so, and Michael Myers is connected to a cult, so makes sense. They are in the movie. Probably best to display them beside the pumpkin. Next, we've got a really cool weapon, which is the surgical blade, but it's really just a machete. Got some blood splatter on it. Pretty cool. Next, we've got the rusty and bloodied up crowbar. Really cool. I love this accessory a lot. You can use this for so many different other figures. You've got a Red Hood and you want to do like the Joker Red Hood stuff. You know, with the crowbar, you could use it for that, or you could use it for any of your slasher characters. One of the coolest accessories is this rusted axe. Always knew if we got this figure that I hope that they include this accessory, because Michael is a beast with this axe in the movie and he's ruthless. And I'm glad we got this version. So, thank you NECA for this figure overall, but also this accessory. Really cool there. Also have some syringes, like a pile of them, which he gets injected with, which is really cool accessory. Also awesome. I mean, literally down to the detail. Like, that literally feels like a real syringe, like top. Like, it's so cool. Alright, you can't have a Michael Myers figure without your trusty butcher knives. You at least get 2. I wish one was bloodied and one wasn't, but you can always add blood if you want, or you can make one look rusty. Up to you. Or you can do nothing with them and just have 2 butcher knives. But obviously, there we go. There's all the weapons. Now, the next accessory is one that's really cool is the mask. You get a mask because you see the mask on the floor when he's not there, and he disappears, which is a really cool accessory. So you're supposed to put it on the floor, kind of like that, and it's pretty cool. It's a shot from the movie, so really cool shot too. So there's that. Then we've got the bloodied up green mask, which is really not blood. I think maybe it is, but I think it's more of the green goop from this. It's like some kind of poison or something, and that's why this is green, because he injects him with it and he beats him with it, and I guess it turns his blood green. I'm not really sure. I think it's just the chemicals, but it could be his blood. Who knows? His blood is red though, all up until this moment, so I think it is just chemicals, but who knows. But really cool accessory, and this is when Michael's on the ground, like getting beat by Paul Rudd. So yeah, pretty cool. Love that. And for the other accessories, we have got, let's see, the other accessories we've got more hands. So he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra hands and 7 hands total. So these are obviously meant to hold stuff, but look at the burns and everything. I mean, awesome. I mean, this is technically after Halloween 5, and Halloween 4 and 5 his hands do look messed up like this and aged, which is really nice. But these are obviously meant to hold some stuff. Probably the axe or the machete or the butcher knives. We've got 2 more identical hands. Here it looks like it's supposed to hold a smaller, maybe the machete or the knife. For these hands exactly, I don't know, but the attention to detail is really nice on the hands. I love it. And then we've got 1 open hand. Probably meant for holding the mask, if I had to bet anything. Either that or this right here. So there we go, guys. There's the accessories. Went over the articulation. Now the only thing I can really say is to just show you some of the accessories on the figure itself. See, guys, one of the cool poses right there. It took me a minute to get it really looking cool, but one of the cool poses there is we've got Myers with the axe there. So I wanted to show you guys that real quick. Yes, I wanted to show you guys that real quick. Next thing up, I'll be right back, and whenever I get back I'll show you this other pose. There we go. There's another really cool pose with this guy. If you want to have him closer to the camera. There we go, like he's fixing to get a hold of somebody there. And then next I'll show you guys one with the surgical blade. Got a picture, he's like slashing somebody with this from the side. Kind of like said, like he's kind of raising up and slashing across with this guy. Pretty cool weapon though there for Michael. Kind of like that weapon a lot. I'll probably just raise it up and come down right there with him. Or maybe he'll raise it just above his head, who knows. But anyways, so we got that. The only thing left is really just the stack of needles. So I think the clever way to go about it is kind of having them laid out here against obviously the bottom of the thing. You could have him, see if this will go down a little bit. You could kind of have him laid out right there like he's been beat. And then you could throw in, obviously, surprise cameo from a custom Paul Rudd Tommy Doyle character. And could have him sitting there pointing at Michael like, "Ha, I beat you." Like you're gonna pay Michael. Anyways, you got Paul Rudd in the camera pointing at Michael. So pretty cool right there. Besides that though, guys, we're gonna probably want to have Michael holding his mask. You might want to have that as one of the things. If you want to have Michael holding his mask, like kind of being out of frame there, holding his mask, you kind of have it like that. Pretty cool shot as well. But cutting back to the other part, give him one of his hands. We can hold something. Give him one of his butcher knives. If you want to have a little comparison of Myers here, I think what you want to do is bring in obviously the same one. This is my custom, but it still works really well on my custom H2, or it's my custom H1 was technically the H2 Myers from NECA, but I made it an H1 because, well, they haven't made one yet, and I really wanted that H1 look. So if you want to look at comparisons of the figures here, zoom out there, I'll take his little accessories away, and we'll just kind of, oh great, I'll just kind of take his little accessories away, and we'll make a tiny little comparison to the H1 Myers and the H2 but custom H1 Myers right there. Obviously you can tell the difference. I am the only one that owns this figure because I customized it, but it's technically just the H2 Myers. And then to round it off, here's the H2 Mezco 112 Collective Michael Myers, and he's also a little bit customized with the blood and the eyes and the overall mask. But you can get the bloody-eyed mask that comes with the figure, but it's obviously a little different, and obviously the blood on the knife is a little bit customized. But yeah, guys, there you go. Here's been my Halloween 6 Curse of Michael Myers review. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to know whether to pick up this figure or not, I would highly recommend it. This figure is a lot of fun. I can't wait for Halloween 4 or 5. Hopefully we get those NECA Ultimates, and hopefully more Freddys and Jasons and Leatherfaces and all that good stuff. At some time in the future, I do plan to do a H6 stop motion, because I love the idea of having now custom Paul Rudd, which he will be on a different body, but right now this one works. Obviously from the Ant-Man figure, have him go up against Michael, this version of Michael in particularly, and no, it will not be connected to my stop motion series, the horror verse right now, or the slasher verse that I'm working on. It won't be connected. It'll be its own thing, but I'll probably wait a little bit to drop that. But anyways, yeah, if you want to know to pick up this figure, I highly recommend it. If you need a good Michael Myers and you don't have one yet, this one's a good start. If not, also the H2 is a good start too, but this one is really cool. Comes with a lot of cool stuff. Can't really beat it. But anyways, alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know if you're picking up this guy, and I'll let you go. Tune in a couple of days and I'll be dropping my Wolverine CT Toys review. Alright guys, thanks for watching. CWF Toys signing off.